The Suhrwardy brothers are projecting a contemporary vision of South Asian culture in the larger context of our multicultural society through film and now television with a new series called Mangoes. Set in Toronto, Mangoes looks at the camaraderie and shared experiences of young South Asian go-getters who are ready to take on the role of global citizens. And since the soundtrack to our lives is such an important sensory part of the life experience, the Suhrwardys have incorporated some innovative and thoroughly world-beating ideas into the production. Adeel Suhrwardy is online to tell us more. Congratulations, Adeel.
Thanks a lot, Cal.
Has your collaboration with your brother Khurram on these large-scale media projects been a lifelong thing? Tell us about your relationship.
Well, there's a personal relationship, and obviously that spills over into our professional relationship as well. But since we are brothers, so it's very easy to understand each other's point of view and appreciate it, since we both have very similar experiences. And hopefully the experiences that we have, the audience at large will also be able to, relate to it. And the story behind Mangoes and the concept behind Mangoes, it's a story of diversity. It's a story of multilingual, multicultural, multi-ethnic world that we live in at the moment. So I think everyone else will be able to relate to it as well.
But do you have a common work experience, you and your brother? I mean, as far as film production and acting and this kind of thing goes?
I think we have a common love for films and, for entertainment, for media. And I think that's what propels us to, dive into such medium and be able to tell stories that are close to our hearts.
Cool. The characters in Mangoes are really well defined, displaying complex traits that on the surface people may not tend to think about, like your brother's role as a 20-something South Asian who is swept up in Western culture and now trying to reconnect with his roots. These kinds of personas must come from personal experience, right?
I think, yeah, and the world around us really, because, we grew up in the late 80s, in the 90s, and we have seen a lot of South Asian youth divided between the East and the West, and sort of attraction that the West has for people living in the East. And sometimes the youth is, I shouldn't say gullible, but it's a little easier for them to be tempted by the sensations that the West has, and sometimes do lose track of where they come from, what their strengths are. There are good things in each culture, but it's just that you need to work on the strengths and you need to find out where your identity lies, where you need to pick up the best from the West, the best from the East, and have a strong personality rather than torn between two worlds.
I miss the naivety of youth myself.
Don't we all? Yeah.
Adeel Suhrwardy is on the phone to talk about the series Mangoes. Well, best wishes to you, your brother, and the rest of the Mangoes cast in all of your endeavors, Adeel.
Thanks a lot.
Can you set up the wonderful song Keh Dena?
Keh Dena was recorded in 1981 originally, and now we are revisiting it with the new sound, the sound of today. And Christy Young and Alan Geer are here for your ultimate listening pleasure.